Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Love the vibe.
Guys, Monday morning, welcome back to another week of the morning show. Guys, we are here with a special guest just for this week.
Yeah.
It's Big Matty right here.
What's up? Glad to be here.
What's going on? Enjoying the vacation you're in?
Vacation means I hang out with the Fresh Poles boys.
Exactly. There you go. Guys, what's up? Fun weekend in the NFL this weekend. Fun weekend over the weekend. We had everybody hanging in here Sunday yesterday watching Red Zone. It was a good time.
Love Red Zone.
So it's like the best segment of television maybe ever, to be honest with you.
My favorite 10 seconds of television is when he says, now 7 hours of commercial-free football. Just that opening gets the juices flowing.
Do you know how there's those things? Tony, you can cut the intro, by the way.
I'm running the board, bud.
What?
I'll let you know when the intro needs to be cut. Thank you.
You can cut the intro, Tony.
We can hear you. Don't worry about it.
I know, but I'm just saying the
bang,
music,
bang,
the
shots
music
fired.
Is on.
Shots fired. Love it.
What was I gonna say?
Never listened to a radio show before.
Yeah, it's usually 30 seconds. That was
Well, Tony wanted 45.
I guess
Continue,
so.
Mark.
All right, here we go. So
love it.
And what was I gonna say? I feel like instead of, you know how people put on music to fall asleep to, it's a thunderstorm or a rain thing or whatever. Yep. I feel like I could just do it to him going 7 hours of commercial-free football on repeat.
The one thing I couldn't do, I couldn't fall asleep while it was actually on because, man, I just love it so much. I love Red Zone. It's the best thing that's ever happened to football.
And it just I'm just saying from a perspective of it puts me at ease.
Yeah.
So much so that I could melt into wherever I'm sitting.
Congrats on the win, by the way. I'm not winning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're not?
No, you're going to beat me.
Who do I have tonight? I have
Don't matter.
Deontay Johnson.
You're projected to beat me by 40.
Oh, Deontay Johnson and Boswell I have tonight.
Yeah.
The Boz. The mini Boz.
And you're down 8.
Is it that little?
Yeah.
Mahomes continues to bone you.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it. I'm so
scary.
upset.
It's a scary position to be in.
So sad.
It's a scary position to be in.
I'm in 4 leagues.
Yeah.
And in 2 of them, I'm 1-7.
Sheesh.
Yep. And gonna lose both. I'm gonna lose again on both of those leagues this week.
Sheesh.
And then my other 2 leagues, I think I'm hovering around 500. It's not been a good fantasy year for me. Do
you have a lot of the same players?
No, just every single player I have got injured. I have Henry's gone, Carson's gone, receivers are gone, Kittle's been gone forever. Thomas never really showed up.
And I'm not trying to pile on here. Kittle is always hurt. Carson's always hurt.
I know.
That's why I stay away from those guys. It's not worth it for anybody that took those guys.
I rolled the dice and
it came up 3.
Yeah.
You missed the 7.
Yeah.
You were looking for 7 to hit. Seth Lubram, what's going on, Seth? How you doing?
It was not pleasant.
Does Nick have the pick sheet from earlier this week, Tony? Did he give it to you? He has it written down somewhere.
I don't have it.
That's all right.
Oh, we got to find it because I hit on Cleveland. I missed on Indy and the Jets, but I hit on Cleveland.
I'm pretty sure I got Tennessee too.
Did you?
Would you do a little pick 'em pool?
Yeah, we did a little pick 'em fun.
Ooh,
a little fun pick 'em action.
Oh, I want to do that on Friday with you guys. I'll be here.
We'll go over it again. Yeah. Tony can pull up the next slate NFL games.
Let me. I'll go get it from him.
I can't do it.
Yeah, if you want to,
I just figured do it the second. But
no, I'm saying to recap last week.
Oh, okay. When did you guys do it on Friday last week?
Yeah, but
I'm not picking teams today. I don't know what's going to happen throughout the week.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's fine.
Someone gets injured or something. You know?
No, I got you. Of course. What's going on, chat? How we doing? Guys, really quick, we want to talk to you about an event going on tonight and then remind you to follow us all on social media on all of our platforms, right? So tonight we have a repack event, an NFL repack event happening live tonight. During Monday Night Football, it's going to be on the Twitch stream, it's going to be on TikTok, and it's going to be on Instagram, right? It's going to be run through our Shopify account, which is brand new. That'll be launched for, brand new tonight. So make sure you come on down around 8 o'clock, right when Monday Night Football is starting, and let's see how that goes. And it's going to be fun. Every repack event we do is a lot of fun, so there you go.
Hosted by Bert.
And then you're going to make sure you want to follow us on every single social media platform, guys. It's Fresh Polls across all of these. That's YouTube, Instagram. That is TikTok and Spotify.
Don't forget Twitter.
And Twitter, of course. I'm sorry. I'm
going to do better.
It's all right.
I run the Twitter. I'm going to do better.
You're doing as good as you possibly can with that platform, bro.
I've kind of pumped the brakes a little on it.
Yeah.
And I told Bert the other day, I was like, I'm on it anyways. Like, I don't even go on my personal one.
Right.
I'm just on the Fresh Polls one anyway. So why not just do more?
It's tough, man. It's a tough it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing.
So
I'm
gonna do better on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, guys. I run the Twitter, and I'm very proud.
Absolutely,
of
yeah, guys, you have to.
I'm proud of my 436 followers. The fact that I know that off the top of my head.
It's a really tough. It's the toughest platform to grow on organically.
No, I know. It's okay, but it's my favorite platform.
It's the facts.
I love Twitter.
So yeah, guys, make sure again you follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, like and subscribe, Twitch.
Hit the notification bell.
Absolutely, you can do all that, and Spotify,
Instagram.
What was I going to say? Twitter. Live will be here. What do you mean, PD Babe?
We'll be here.
Who's live will be here?
Live will be here. We'll be live later tonight.
You just got to elaborate on that a little bit for me, PD.
It was pretty vague.
Yeah, it's an ominous statement, and I appreciate it. I like the anonymousness.
Trying to figure it out. Tony, how do you feel being back there on the morning show? You're not usually back there.
Well, you know.
No, actually, he is.
Every once in a while.
No, for the first half of the week, he is.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but no. But there's nobody, it's just me and you.
Oh, so
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's usually in that spot.
Oh, he just sits there.
Yeah. I mean, I have to run the board.
So
right. He's usually there every.
So basically, it would be like this.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Live will be here on TikTok. Yes, guys. Yes, we will be live on TikTok here. We'll be on Twitch. We will be on Instagram, and we will be on here.
Are we going live on YouTube too?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know that answer, Tony?
It's entirely possible.
Okay.
It's really easy to do. So
it is pretty easy to do. Now it is. It's definitely easy to do.
YouTube has made it easy to go live on.
Yep.
Since it became.
Absolutely has. Ethan Hardy, good morning. Welcome to the morning show, guys.
Good morning, guys.
Chat, really quick. We're going to open it up. How does everybody feel about Jordan Love? Who's collecting him? What's the piece? Like, how you looking? Like, how do you feel about yesterday? I want to hear from the chat. In the meantime, while we're discussing, I want to see the chat, and then we'll go to the chat, right?
All right. Can I open?
Go first.
I have an open take
go
on
ahead.
Jordan Love.
Go ahead.
Obviously, I've fallen in love, pun intended, because of Bert's collection and how much he's hyped up the guy. And what I've heard so far this morning about the guy, it's his first NFL start. Like, give the guy a break. He wasn't expecting. He didn't know he was going to be playing. So it's not like Mac Jones had a whole preseason to get ready to go. He knew he was going to be the starter, right? So, or any of the other rookie quarterbacks, right? He goes into Arrowhead. He's got to play Patty Mahomes. Like, under these circumstances of, your quarterback's balling, and he's got COVID, and now you got to come in. I think for his first ever, like, out of the blue start, not too bad.
Tony, you can go ahead. I'll finish the takes.
Yeah, I mean, I can piggyback on that. He's a rookie. He's coming into a really, really tough situation. It's not like he was handed the keys to the kingdom at the beginning of the season. He's coming in and having to replace not even arguably, one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I don't think it's replacing though, Tony. I think he's just in for a week. I mean, unless something
no,
happens
but
to Rodgers, right?
No,
but that's what I mean. What I'm talking about is
he's still trying to fill the spot as good as he possibly can.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a tough situation. He's a rookie. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to calm down. He's a little nervous, and I don't think he did that bad. I think special teams failed him. I think having those 3 points on the board when that could have happened would have put a different, something different in his head, maybe a little bit more confidence.
True.
Going into the locker room 13-6 and not 13-0 is better.
When they scored that touchdown, I literally texted Bird immediately and I said this game should be 13-13.
Absolutely. So
late in the fourth quarter there.
So I'm gonna go on my take on Jordan Love here. Here's the thing. Do I think Jordan Love looked phenomenal? Do I think he helped his stock? No. Do I think he hurt his stock?
No.
Not really, no. I think he's exactly the same.
It was one start.
I think it's exactly, put it this way, Zach Wilson did a lot worse to hurt his long-term value in his first start. So did Justin Fields.
When it comes to the card market, Zach Wilson hurt himself.
And so did Trevor Lawrence. Those three guys have boned themselves.
But Mac Jones helped himself. I mean, Mac Jones,
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So Mac Jones helped himself, right? And who am I forgetting? Who's the fifth? Oh, Trey Lance is still the same.
Same. Oh, Justin Fields.
No,
I have no idea.
I think you're down. I think we're down on Justin Fields right now. You have to be statistically, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Statistically, you're down on him.
I think the last year rookie there in the Eagles, Jalen Hurts. I think he's helping himself. He's looking
this year.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts has been fine.
Fine.
His stock
might not have grown on the card market, but
I mean, I think just by having a consistently solid season, it has.
I mean, there was one play yesterday we were watching here at Red Zone. I was doing a bunch of top loading and sleeving for a bunch of Loop customers that bought with us yesterday. And I remember vividly saying to Brad, oh my God, look at the speed of this kid around the corner. Jalen Hurts came out, rolled out of the pocket, and like he just turns on, he just has a second gear that just...
He's quick. You know why? Fast. He's not that big. He's only like 6'1".
He's like a little Kyle Murray. I'm not comparing him.
No, he's like a little bit bigger Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Like Kyler Murray's like 5'10". He's like my height, which is small for an NFL quarterback.
Oh my God, is he fast?
But Jalen Hurts is only like 6'1". He's not that big. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Still tall, like tall guy, but like NFL quarterback standards.
Like 6'4", 6'5".
Exactly, right?
What does the chat have to say about it?
Love will be fine. Lawrence looked far worse. That's accurate.
Facts.
That is accurate. He needs more time. Hurts can be much better. I agree. I completely agree. I think Jalen Hurts still has room to improve.
Second year, man.
Second year, exactly.
It's not,
exactly.
I think everybody, because of the card market is so high nowadays, and people are collecting these rookie quarterbacks, they expect them just to be Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Like, they just have this, like, you know, like, oh my God, they did so. Take the card market out of it. These kids aren't doing. Some of these kids aren't playing bad for their.
Sure, but think about the thing is like think about like recent years past. Let's go the last 10 years, right? Deshaun Watson was good immediately, right?
But not everybody's going to be like.
No,
that.
no, I know that, but I'm just saying.
I know where you're going with this, but
the scale that they're looking at is like
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson was good immediately. Yeah. Kyler Murray was good immediately.
But here's the thing, though.
Andrew Luck was good immediately.
Patty Mahomes sat for 2 years, though.
Yeah, but so did Jordan Love.
Sat for 1. And then came into... Yeah, Jordan Love, this is his second year, technically. Jordan Love, we're collecting Jordan Love.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
My point is, hold on, real quick. You can't compare Jordan Love like that because he wasn't expecting... he didn't think he was going to be playing in the middle of a run of the middle of the season. Rodgers is there. You know, it's like when Patty Mahomes started in his second or third year, whatever it was, leading up to it, he knew he was a starter. You know
yeah, but at the same time, he's got to be ready.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to be ready in some aspect.
Course,
you know what I'm saying?
If you have a mentality of like, oh, I got a whole offseason, mini camp, all that junk.
Sure.
You know, you perform that. I mean, I think that's why Mac Jones is, you know.
Yeah, I get it. You get first team reps, so he would have been practicing with Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones and these guys. I get it.
I think he got thrown into a tough position last night, but I think the kid played well.
Let's go to the rest of the NFL. Cincinnati, I think, is still learning how to be consistent, and I think Cleveland continues to. Again, here we go, addition by subtraction with Odell Beckham.
Yep.
They cut him loose. They hang a 40-banger on one of the better teams in the league and a damn good defense.
I'll tell you one thing about Cleveland, man. Man, they can run the ball.
They're the power run team.
Yeah.
They are power run.
Now that what's his name, Derrick Henry there, I think they're the force. They run the ball.
Yeah. Right at you too, bro.
And Baker makes the throws when he has to.
Baker throws the ball 20 times a game. That's it. You know what I mean?
How many times do you think he threw it yesterday? Let's guess. Everybody.
I'm going to guess 22.
22?
I'm going to say 22. I didn't see his official stat line, but I'm going to guess 22.
I'll go 25.
25? I'm going to say, even though it's 41, I haven't clicked it yet, I'm going to say 33.
Okay. That's a lot, bro.
I know. Baker Mayfield threw it 21 times.
Wow.
What
Boom.
up?
Look at that. There we go.
Right?
I said 22. Yep. There we go. Now, that bodes the question. If you're going to have a quarterback throw the ball 21 times, was he worth the number 1 overall pick?
No, but here's the craziest thing, too. They only ran the ball 23 times.
Huh? Oh, okay. Got you right there.
They only threw the ball 23 times. I mean, ran the ball 23 times.
Then they were efficient as shit.
Yeah, they were.
They were efficient as shit.
All right, hey, I'm going to keep the ESPN app up. Let's run through each game real quick.
Sure, go right ahead. If you have the app up, absolutely.
Let's go next game. Oh, my God, this will be a fun game to talk about. The Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, so here's the thing about the Broncos. We had Broncos fans in the chat all week, last week, saying, like, blow the team up, fire Vic Fangio. You know what I didn't realize going into that game yesterday?
What's that?
Dude, they're 4-4.
Yeah, I know.
Now they're 5-4 and just beat a top 5 team in the league.
Well, a lot of people are saying Dallas can make a Super Bowl run.
Dallas is the top 5 team in the league.
Yeah,
and like Broncos fans are like bitching about it, and they just like traded their best defensive player.
What's the craziest thing about that? The score was 30-16, but it really that looks like closer. But
Dallas scooped up garbage time.
Nothing with 6 minutes left.
Yeah, Dallas got shit pumped in Dallas. By the way,
real quick, Mark, what do you think? Tony, you can get on this too, right? What is Dallas thinking at the end of the game? They're keeping Dak Prescott in. You're not coming back down 30 points with 4 minutes left. He scores a touchdown with a minute and change left, maybe a little less. They have them going for 2 points. Why do you have your franchise quarterback in that under a minute left in the game? You need onside kick, onside kick, onside kick just to have a chance. You have no timeout. You have your franchise quarterback in the game running a 2-point conversion. What are they doing?
I think that's Mike McCarthy. I would have been Ben DiNucci time, not even Cooper Rush time for me.
Something.
I would have said Ben DiNucci, get in there.
Right? Why are you risking
Pump that card value up a little bit.
Dude's already injury prone, and he's just coming off a major injury last year. Why do you have him in the game?
100%.
It doesn't make sense.
Because they don't know how to be good. That's why.
They're
not used to being good. They're not used to being in that situation. So they figure, hey, we can't lose. Just can't do it. We have to scratch and claw, which is dumb. I admit. But yeah, I think that's, if you want to ask me what it is, I think that's what it is.
Now, somebody in the chat just made a real quick point. Cincinnati did the same thing with Joe Burrow. Why is he in the game? You're getting shit pumped.
That's a very good point, too.
Great point. Valid point, Travis LaRosa.
Do these head coaches think that they're like above all and like, you know, they're like, oh, we're like got our trust out. Like, no, we're gonna stay in there and fight. Like,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
not even a close game. Like, I get if you're down. I get if you're down 2 scores, you go in there, you run a 2-point, you have a chance at an onside kick. Okay, I get it, but you're not. You're down 3.5 scores.
I'd have just yanked Dak and just said, hey, listen, we suck this week. Yep. Let's just get back at it next week.
And
whatever.
by the way, Mark, I have no idea how this happened, but we both took the Broncos in that game.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
No, that's impossible.
We did. It's right here in black and white. We both took the Broncos in that game. I don't know how we did it.
I need to listen to that episode and see where we were at mentally.
I want to listen to that too.
That is scary, to be honest with you.
That's
that
wild.
like concerns me that I don't remember saying that. That is odd as shit.
Let's move on to the next game. Mark, what's your saying that we were joking around with yesterday? Remember yesterday? I kept saying it.
It was a long time ago.
No, yesterday. I kept saying everything you said. You're like, you're a bag of garbage.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right, this is the bag of garbage game.
Okay.
Houston.
Okay.
And the Dolphins. And he takes out of this game.
Just one team that sucks more than the other one. That's pretty much it.
Like what?
Miami hung 17 on Houston, and Houston put up 9. The shit bowl of all shit bowls. I am, however, glad that I picked up the Dolphins defense in fantasy in a couple leagues in that game because they hung like a 30 banger for me.
That's a smart move. Yeah, I did the same thing.
So yeah,
and I still lost.
You did pick the Saints, the Texans in the pick'em. However,
did I really?
You did, and I took the Dolphins.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Mark, that's not a good pick. But honestly, right there, it's a coin flip.
Yeah, I felt like it was a 50-50
really
chance there. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm looking at stats right now. There's really nothing that's popping out.
Yeah, no one was good. Miles Gaskin had a good game. That was about it.
Really? 20 carries for 34 yards. He averaged 1.7 yards.
Yeah, but he had a touchdown.
Yeah, so what? He averaged 1.7 yards a carry.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying.
Bad.
Yeah, that bodes great for me in fantasy
Waddle
as well.
did well, okay, for a card
he
stock-wise.
He
went
did.
8 for 83.
He did. He's quietly been very good this year, Jalen Waddle. I like Jalen Waddle a lot.
Let's not hang around and talk about that game. Let's go to a better game. Let's go right down the list. What about Falcons at the Saints? That was a fun last-second
absolutely
field
was.
goal. I watched that on Red Zone.
The Falcons are just that's just one of those games where like those division teams, those games are like sometimes they're just a toss up. The division rivals play each other a little bit differently.
You know Jim Murray, right, on Telegram Mass. So I was listening to the post game after I left the shop last night because post game goes for like 4 hours on the radio, and Jim Murray's originally from Atlanta, and that's where he started his broadcasting career and stuff.
I never knew that. Honest to God.
Well, anyways, he was saying yesterday down there. Atlanta and New Orleans, it's like a real rival. Like the NFL doesn't know it, but those two fan bases look at each other as like a legitimate, like, I don't know, back in the day, Colts and Patriot kind of rival.
Wow.
That's what he was saying. I was like, oh, well, that's
so it's kind of on the era of I don't know if it's as intense as if it's as intense, as Raiders 49ers. Because that seems like a shit hango every time those teams play each other every year.
I want to hear your thoughts on this, Mark.
Sure.
What do you think about Cordell Patterson this year? The dude's been absolutely... Dude, he went...
He's ball... Man, he's...
6 for 126 yesterday.
I literally lost the fantasy game because of that 60-yard touchdown.
Atlanta picked up this guy and said, you're going to be our running back, you're going to be our kick returner, you're going to be our wide receiver, and they have turned this kid into an absolute weapon.
It's just a guy in the right place at the right time, I think.
Right?
He's always been
He was good even when he was with the Patriots.
He's always been a versatile, like, good NFL player. There's a reason he's been in the league for like 8 years.
Yeah, facts.
So he was good at something. And I think he just had like a place dude, like he just had an open canvas with the Falcons. They're like, we suck. We know we do. Just come in and you'll have the opportunities and see what happens. The floor is nothing.
I mean, dude, he had 9 carries for 10 yards. Nothing. That's garbage.
Sure, whatever.
They gave him 9 carries.
Right.
He got targeted 6 times.
Yep.
Caught 6 balls.
Yep.
126 yards.
Yep.
And let's see, returning Cordell Patterson. He returned 3 kick returns.
Yep.
And he doesn't do the punt and return. But
Right.
still, dude, they're putting the ball in his hands that, like, on all aspects.
He's their best player. This year, he's their best player.
It's crazy.
He's had a better season than Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Like, he absolutely has. It's not even a question.
Close. And over on the Saints side, we did see
Eric Marr, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hill got in a little bit yesterday. Went 2 for 2 for 33 yards passing. Simeon, not too bad.
Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill.
Okay.
Simeon didn't do too bad. Anything?
I mean, they put up 24 points. They lost by 1. Clearly, they weren't like horrible on the offense. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't. You're right.
Kamara had a decent day too.
That's my
Shocking.
Saints, though. Remember we talked about it? That's my
Yep.
secondary team, bro.
Absolutely. Callaway caught a touchdown at the end too, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah. All right, let's move on. This was actually a fun game to watch via Red Zone. Raiders, and Giants. Are you a Raiders fan?
I am.
Yeah.
They never play well out of bye weeks. They never play well coming out of a bye week ever. And I think they were flat. They were just flat. I don't think they'll be the same next week. They'll be fine next week. But they came out flat, and the Giants were a little bit better. Like a little bit better.
It's crazy to think that they won 23-16. Daniel Jones' stat line, 15 for 20, 110 yards and 1 touchdown.
I mean, he's efficient.
It's efficient. Oh, no
Yeah.
doubt. And then they just ran the ball 33 times. So, clock control, first downs, playing defense. That's how the Giants won that game.
And you know what? Credit to the Giants because you can't win every game the same way every
Yeah.
week.
And Barkley wasn't even there, obviously. And
Nope.
Booker, 21 for 99.
Continues to absolutely produce with the Giants.
I know, right?
That him staying as good as he is has to make them question what they're going to do with Barkley in the
right?
offseason.
I don't know. I mean,
You can't offer him an extension at this point.
no,
You
I
just
agree.
can't.
Nope. Is his contract up at the end of this year? Do you know?
His rookie deal should be up at the end of next year, if I'm not mistaken.
He's still on his rookie deal?
Yeah, he was a rookie in what, like 20? Wasn't he in the same year as Mahomes?
I don't know that answer.
2017, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so.
Usually a rookie deal is about 3 or 4 years, right?
correct.
So
Sometimes 5 if you're a first overall pick.
So it could be this year.
Yeah, could be this year. You're right.
Could be. I mean, I don't care to look that up.
No, right. I totally agree with
it
you.
could be.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Oh my God, this game was something else. The score was 6-9.
You want to talk about the game that like everybody? That's the one game that everybody just predicted wrong all year.
Everybody. How many people across the United States of America got knocked out in their knockout pool yesterday?
Oh, it's the knockout pool killer. I mean, that's it right there.
I mean,
that's the one weird game of the year that everybody's just like, I got nothing for that. I got nothing for it.
I don't even. I mean, what do you do?
I got nothing for it.
The
Exactly.
Bills put up 6 points against Jacksonville, and Jacksonville did Jacksonville things and put up 9 and somehow
points.
won.
Yep.
Jacksonville's like, yo, that's what we do, bro. We put up 9 to 11.
It's just insane.
9 to 12.
100%.
And they somehow won the game.
Didn't the Bills have another bad loss? Oh no, not really another bad loss. They lost to
Oh, we got a phone call.
Sheesh.
Let's answer it live on the air.
They had
I just can't believe that it was. I mean, Josh Allen threw the ball 47 times. 47 times.
I can't believe you. How do you throw that much for that little result?
He had
Is what I don't understand.
264 yards, got picked twice,
Sheesh.
got sacked 4 times,
Sheesh.
and they literally ran the ball only 14 times.
Sheesh.
Josh Allen had 5 carries. Singletary had 6. Moss had 3.
Big sheet. I think Moss got hurt. Actually, I mean, even still, whatever.
But regardless,
Right.
even if he got hurt, there should be more carries somewhere. They literally were just throwing the ball every single.
So the
down.
Bills are 6-3.
Yeah. No, the Bills are
I thought they were 6 and
5-3.
Oh, 5-3, right? Yeah,
They're
because they lost
5-3.
to the Steelers in Week 1. They lost that game to the Titans like 2 weeks ago.
Is it crazy to think that people were talking about the Bills as like the best team in the East
They still are.
and the AFC, excuse me, and now the Patriots are literally 1 game behind them?
They still are though. The Pats
How
are.
bad the Pats been playing against some of? I mean, in reality, the Pats should be 5-3. Like we should have beat the Saints.
Should have beat the Saints, and you should have won Miami
Yeah,
in Week 1.
Yeah, you should have easily.
Should have won 2 more games than you have already.
Well, if we have Steph Gilmore, don't get me started, but I guarantee we have 1 or 2 of those wins.
Maybe.
All right, now this is probably, in my opinion, I think the game of the week, the Ravens and the Vikings. That was an absolute slugfest.
It was an absolute slugfest.
Awesome game.
The Ravens play well in overtime. And they also had a huge defensive stop. Pokemon and Jag, this is the morning talk show. Morning talk show podcast.
Here at Fresh Bulls.
We're here every morning at 11.
Special guest.
Yeah, special guest. Maddie's here. He's on vacation from Job 1. So he's here with us this week.
Yes.
And the Ravens, how do you call it?
It was wild, right?
Yeah, dude, Anthony Barr made that ridiculous interception.
Oh, yes.
At like midfield, and the Ravens like stymied him on D to get the ball back.
Yeah.
And then drive down. I got to say, the Ravens, if they do one thing intangibly well, they play well in overtime.
Well, Lamar Jackson did Lamar Jackson things. You want to hear his stat line if you don't know off the top of your head? 27 for 41, 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, right?
Okay.
Sounds good. Lamar Jackson rushing the ball, 21 carries for 120 yards, average 5.7 yards per carry.
That is why they can continue to cycle out running backs. Yes. And Devontae Freeman, who's still alive somehow.
13 for 79.
Yeah.
And Le'Veon Bell, 11 for 48. They ran the ball for... Listen, what did we just say earlier about Cleveland? I think the Baltimore Ravens are more of a rushing team. I mean, they ran the ball 45 times.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Insane. It is. And a lot of those, I guarantee you, Lamar Jackson rushing attempts are like designed runs.
Oh, my God, absolutely. I mean, on the other side of the ball with the Vikings, Kirk Cousins, 17 to 28, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns, not bad, efficient, doing Kirk Cousins things. Dalvin Cook, 17 carries for 110 yards.
That's such a Kirk Cousins stat line.
It really is, isn't it?
Just like a decent, okay stat line.
That's an Alex Smith stat line.
Yep.
I always will say that.
100%.
That's an Alex Smith stat line.
That's the most Kirk Cousins stat line I've ever heard in my life.
That was an almost a tie ball game.
Justin Jefferson shat yesterday, though, pretty well.
Did he? How did he do?
He caught a bomb of a touchdown in the first quarter. He caught like a 50-yard touchdown.
Nailed it on the head. It was 50 yards. 3 for 69 and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, that was big for him. He's been solid in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
Quiet,
absolutely quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got Kirk Cousins throwing to you, so I mean, you're gonna take what you can get.
Absolutely.
That was a great game. Awesome. You know what I didn't realize? That I don't know who was saying. I think Scott Hansen was saying it during the red zone. That in overtime like that, these coaches treat like the last 2 minutes of overtime
like it's a real game,
like it's a real fourth quarter game. Because they don't want to go out there, possibly miss the field goal, give the ball back to Minnesota and have them a chance to go down and kick a field goal. So they literally were just basically running out the clock for a last-second field goal to hopefully win the game. You got
to play it close to the chest.
They'd rather a tie than a loss.
Yeah, absolutely you would.
Which is...
Makes sense, absolutely.
What else? I was like, oh, wow, Scott Hansen, thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Moving on. Very good game here. The Chargers 27, Eagles 24. Justin Herbert, again, with another solid performance.
Yep.
32 for 38, 356 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wasn't sacked once.
Yeah, they have a good offensive line, the Chargers. That Rashawn Slater kid they drafted a tackle is like already a top 10 tackle in the league.
Bro, what do you think his QBR was yesterday? He was 32 of 38. 356, 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to guess like 120 something.
It's got to be almost perfect.
Yeah, it's got to be like 120 something. Yeah, he was fucking...
I mean, that's insane.
He, how do you call it? And again, that's another like close game that the Eagles just like probably could have won. And like, they didn't. There's been like 4 of those games for them this year.
Quarterbacks that we like to collect here in the card world.
Absolutely.
Herbert and, let's see on the other side.
The Herb and Hurts combo.
Hurts went 11 for 17, 162 and 1 touchdown. He ran the ball for 10 times for 62 yards.
He was decent. He wasn't the reason they lost. They can't run the ball. That's their problem.
But man, he only completed 11 passes.
A lot of people are saying the bad play calling on Nick Sirianni's part.
Was it?
Head coach of Philly.
I mean, when you're watching Red Zone, you don't get to see everything. So, I mean, some people like to just zone in on one game. So, I mean, I believe what they're saying.
Right.
But that's that
guy walking out with 2 absolute football blasters. How do we think he's going to do?
And a Chronicle UFC.
Yeah.
3 blasters out the door. See you later. Hope you rip fire.
Yeah.
No, that was a good game. That was a fun game.
Fun game
to watch. During
Fun 4 o'clock spot right there.
Yeah, that definitely was. We've really basically already touched on the Packers and Chiefs game, so we'll skip over that.
By the way, I will add to that game. I still don't think the Chiefs look good.
No, they
don't.
Off.
They suck. They don't. They're not good. You hung 13 points. That's ass.
Bert said something yesterday, and I mean, well, obviously we're not like big Kansas City fans. We don't follow them like we do the Patriots, but they've had to have done something inside, like change the play calling. Something had to have changed.
No, you know what the problem is?
To look the way they look now.
Nothing changed. And the league is onto them. That's the problem. Nothing changed.
Maybe.
I don't think I don't think they've adjusted well at all.
You think they just keep doing the exact same things?
They keep doing the exact same fucking. They still can't run the ball. They still don't have a secondary receiver to step up besides Tyreek Hill.
Well, no, they do. There's Kelsey, bro. He's a wide receiver.
I get that, but like when you can't run the ball, you need more than 2 wide receivers. The reason the Vikings are semi-competent is because they have Dalvin Cook too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
any good offense runs on 3 solid players, skill players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, because you don't really count Hardman as a skill player or Williams or.
Well, no, a wide receiver is a skill position.
No,
I'm just saying he's not very good.
It's Hill, and that's really it.
That's it. That's literally it, right?
Yeah. So.
And then the other thing about to go to the Packers, it just shows you that Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys, man. He's like Russell Wilson. You take him out, and it's a totally different team. That team.
13-7. Imagine if Rodgers would have blown them out 40-13.
If you take Aaron Rodgers away from the Packers, they're a 5-win team.
Well,
5, maybe 4 or 5-win team. Their ass.
Unless Jordan Love becomes something, obviously.
Sure, I get it, but like look in the past when they had to go to like Brett Hundley and like Deshaun Kaiser and shit, like they sucked.
Yeah.
They were awful. That year he broke his collarbone.
Oof.
Took the whole season out.
Yeah, that was tough.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's move on to a team that, in my opinion, is Super Bowl bound. I think they're the real deal. You take their 2 best offensive players out, and they still show up to a decent 49ers team on an away game. The Arizona Cardinals came in, and they just, man, without their 2 top offensive players, went in there 31-17.
One of which is going to be an MVP candidate.
And what's crazy, Colt McCoy, efficient day, 22 of 26 for 249 and a touchdown. James Conner ran the ball like his old James Conner back in Pittsburgh, 21 for 96, 2 touchdowns. He also caught one. He had 5 for 77, put up 40 points for me in fantasy. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, I mean, and the 49ers are just, they're just waiting to the day to go to Lance because they obviously have some sort of vendetta against Jimmy G, and I'm right there with you, Mark. We've already talked about that the other day.
Because he sucks. Exactly, because he sucks.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, the Cardinals are 8-1. That's the story. That's the top story here. Let's talk about it.
And do you know what? That just goes to show the Cardinals, man. That just goes to show you that all this team, the Cardinals' biggest fault right now or biggest weakness is that they're young.
Yeah.
So when they get tested in a big playoff game,
yeah, I know
you're going to see what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like if they played the Rams in the playoffs right now, I'm picking the Rams. You know what I'm saying? The Rams have been there. A lot of that core has been there. You know what I'm saying?
But Stafford hasn't.
Stafford hasn't, but he's been in this league a long time.
I know, but still, he just hasn't been in those.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
In that situation. So
you're right. I know what you mean. No, you're 100% correct.
I feel like I'm not going to say I would take them. I'd have to see it, but Kyle's been there with the same kind of core. The receivers, they got the chemistry.
Yeah,
you're right. They haven't been there in the moment yet, but.
So we'll see what they're made of in that moment.
Game, though. That would be an interesting game, Mark.
And what it shows me is that the Cardinals are their plan B is plenty good enough to beat people.
Yeah,
their plan B is good enough to beat people, man.
I mean, Colt McCoy came in and just did veteran things and just won the game.
I would almost rather have Colt McCoy than Kirk Cousins. I don't know. I almost would.
No, I wouldn't.
I would. Colt McCoy has been a solid-ass player.
He's a solid-ass veteran.
He's just been a solid veteran quarterback that you can trust to fill in and, the team didn't miss a beat.
He's Fitzpatrick.
But I even think Colt McCoy is better in what he does than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick's a gunslinger. He's just humming the ball all around the field.
Huh? Harvard grad.
Exactly.
Say that. But yeah, no, so that's my biggest takeaway on that one. I think the Cardinals are just, they're the team they're watching the NFC right now. I know the Bucs are there, but
right.
We know what the Bucs are. We didn't know the Cardinals were going to be this. They're the team to watch right now.
They are.
And to wrap it up, going down the list, we got one more game after this. We didn't hit that one, but Titans and the Rams.
Again, another team with the Titans right off the bat.
Titans showed up yesterday.
Shows you their plan B is good, man. Their plan B is good enough to not just beat you, beat one of the best teams in the league.
So your take here, you just said, I don't know, I might be taking the Rams over the Cardinals. Well, what are you doing? The Titans just showed up. went to LA,
Yep.
beat your team.
Yep.
You got who do you got? You got Arizona. If you're just randomly tomorrow, Arizona's playing the Titans. Who you got?
Oof.
You know, yeah. Well, why do you think about that? Let me just give you a quick stat, real quick.
Yeah, that's a tough
Tannehill
one.
didn't have a great game, but didn't need to. He went 19 for 27,
Mm-hmm.
143, 1 pick, 1 interception. I'm sorry, that's the same thing. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Nothing really flashy on the running back side. I mean, what happened in this game?
They suffocated the Rams on D and did enough on offense to win.
Just it, right?
Their pass rush was all over the place.
Stafford went 31 of 48 for 294, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Henderson, 11 carries, 55 yards, and Cooper Kupp still doing Cooper Kupp things. 11 catches for 95 yards.
Did he end up with 11?
11 catches.
What did Woods end up with? He had a good night too.
Woods also did. He had 7 for 98.
Yeah, that's a solid ass game. Yep.
I mean, Kupp right now is one of the best receivers in the league. I mean, 13 targets, 11 catches. He dropped. I mean, they looked at him twice. He didn't catch it. 11 catches. Cooper Kupp keeps showing up.
And by the way, I decided if Arizona plays the Titans right now, I'm picking the Cardinals.
Yeah, me too.
I think the Cardinals have them out-weaponed. Wow. And I don't think that, like I said, the Titans are going to have to play phenomenal defense to hang in that game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just how I would pick Arizona over the Titans personally right now.
And the one game that I just skipped over because on ESPN here, they're my favorite team, so they go to the top, and we didn't discuss it. The Patriots at the Panthers, 24-6.
Pats continue to they've established that they're a running team.
They have, even though both of our running backs got hurt yesterday, Harris and Stevenson. So I hope that those two come back. Harrison's injury didn't look good. I didn't see exactly when Stevenson got hurt.
I didn't either.
But yeah, they both went out with injuries. So
and I
as
think,
of right now, what do we have? Brandon Bolden?
Yeah, and Taylor.
Oh yeah,
Jonathan Taylor, whatever his name is.
Taylor doesn't. Bill has a thing against Taylor. I don't know what.
I don't know what it is either. I guess he has no choice but to like.
But Mac Jones went 12 for 18. Did just his game management right now. That's what the Patriots are doing with him. 139 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That 1 pick was to Gilmore. Just saying, that bothered me. And
yeah, but they did pick 6 Mac Jones. I mean, Sam Darnold.
What do you mean?
Pats had a nice pick 6.
Oh yes, they did. Which I heard on Toucher and Rich this morning. If you guys don't know, that's local Boston radio. It is pathetic that Robbie Anderson could not catch him. Robbie Anderson's supposed to be like running a 4.4.
Oh, he's a deer. See how he's built? He's like 6'3", 190 pounds. He's built like an Olympic sprinter.
Robbie Anderson.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, the Patriots defense, they collapsed. Collapsed.
Pats just finding ways to win each individual game, which is awesome to see. Every time they have to dig into their bag of tricks, they come up with the right game plan. Bill's been game planning his face off this year.
Facts.
And dude, you're right now they're winning winnable games.
Yeah.
They're winning the games they're supposed to win, and they're damn close to winning the ones they're not supposed to win.
And they should have won 2 more games.
And they still should have 2 more wins than they have this year.
If the Patriots were smart and Bill's ego wasn't so ridiculous, I'm telling you right now, they should have just paid Gilmore a couple extra million. This fake injury that he had would have went away. He would have been on the field. He would have been ready. And we either win both of those games with Gilmore on the field or we win 1 of 2.
Yeah, but is Gilmore's not the reason that Damian Harris fumbled on the 30-yard line against Miami in week 1, though. You know what I mean?
But still, just having that, you put
What was the other one you're referencing? You talked about the Tampa Bay game?
The Tampa Bay game, even maybe possibility with Gilmore. Because J.C. Jackson's a great second.
Here's the only problem, though.
He's not a 1.
Here's the only problem, though. The Pats' problem hasn't been their secondary, and it hasn't really been their defense.
No,
it's been the lack of explosiveness on offense and like chunk plays. You know what I'm saying?
The Pats can't stop the run.
I think they're doing a better job of stopping the run. I think Christian Barmore has a serious bid to win like Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Who do you think the best player on the Patriots right now is?
The best offense or defensive player?
Overall.
Matthew Judon.
Not even close. It's not even close. Judon's been a beast. He's absolutely.
Oh, you agree?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I thought you telling me I was wrong.
No.
I was like,
no.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, it's Matthew Judon.
I love that he wears the red sleeves.
I do too. I think it's awesome.
You can see him at all times on the field, and I'm shocked. I was saying this to my uncle. I go to all the games with my uncle, the season ticket holder. I said, I'm like, man, I'm shocked that Bill allows him to wear those red sleeves. I'm
not. It's part of the uniform. It's red.
No, but like, when is Bill's like strict on like weird shit
Is
like
he?
that. Yo,
He's not strict on clothing items.
No.
He never has been.
Devin McCourty, hasn't he worn the same thing?
he wore the white sleeves.
Yeah, okay, but it's still part. It's not like he's out there wearing purple sleeves. You know what I'm saying? It throws off the whole
It just seems
friggin'
weird, you know. But anyways, I've never seen a Patriot player wear these bright red sleeves
Right.
like this. Because when I'm watching him at the game, I can just follow him easily. When he's on TV, you can follow him easily. And every time you watch him, he's just everywhere. Like
He's just a beast, man. The kid is he's a difference maker. The guy, listen, you can pay guys to do their job, and some guys you pay to like disrupt the whole game.
yeah, and he is.
Judon's a game disruptor.
Judon is having himself a year.
He is. He's easily their best. Well, obviously, he's their best. He's their best player, so that by default, he's their best free agent signing too.
And also, I understand that we got Hightower on there, and I understand that we got McCourty over there.
Those are veteran guys playing their role right
But
now.
Judon right now should be the captain of this defense.
I think he will come in next year.
Nah,
I think Hightower retires after this year, and it's Judon's defense after that.
I think it's his defense now.
Jamie Collins with a nice pick yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see him.
Yep.
In the only team he's capable of being productive with.
I know, right? Isn't it
Detroit,
so bizarre?
no. Cleveland, no. I think that was the only two other teams
like
he's
he goes
been
to
to.
Cleveland, comes back, then he goes to Detroit, then comes
You know
back.
what's hilarious is that like he still could have been so much better if he just like tried a little bit more.
Yeah.
His whole thing is athletic ability.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going into tonight?
What's tonight's game again? I already
Tonight's
forgot. Monday night.
Steelers, Bears.
Oh, Steelers, Bears.
In what should be an unbelievable game, like typically if both teams were like good.
Right. Roethlisberger. Is it home? Who's home? You
Pittsburgh.
know? Oh, yeah. I mean,
I think Pittsburgh is like one of the better home teams in the league.
good luck, Justin Fields. That's all I have to say.
I think Pittsburgh comes out flying. I think they always come out flying. Oh, the vacuuming lady is here.
Ooh.
That is so exciting.
Why?
Who doesn't love the sound of like monotone vacuum in the background of, how do you call it? Guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break and refresh the stream. Come back for the last 40 minutes of the show. All right, we're going to send
Are we going to let them? Are we going to let her vacuum while we take a quick break so we don't hear it?
She's going to be vacuuming when we come back for break, but this is a soundproof booth, I think. I don't think we'll be able to hear her too bad in here.
All right.
So we'll take a quick 5-minute break, send her a fresh notification. See you in a couple minutes.
He's typing in some sort of caption.
Make it a catchy one.
What are you writing?
Drop a sports take.
Jeff's a bitch. 3,
2, 1.
And we're good.
What up, everybody? We are back for the second segment, the second and final segment of the morning show here. We got about another half hour, 40 minutes left.
That was a very nice break.
What is going on? Nice little break.
Yeah.
You got to take a little break.
Yeah.
Get some fresh air. You know?
Work the glutes.
Absolutely.
Stretch.
Absolutely.
Make sure your lumbar is nice. Lumbar, is that a thing?
Lumbar.
Lumbar.
Limbar. I don't know what that is, but lumbar is
Like
what you're referring to. Yeah. Your lower
balance.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, your balance.
Like if you have lumbago, that's what they used to call like lower back pain.
Oh.
That's like the technical medical term for it is like, yo, I have lumbago.
Lumbango.
Lumbago?
Lumbango.
Lumbango. Shibango, lumbango. All right, let's let the chat fill in a little bit here. Let's see how we do chat-wise here real quick. Let the chat fill in. We have a sports story to talk about that happened in the Patriots game yesterday. Incident with Mac Jones and Brian Burns from the Carolina Panthers.
So if you don't know what happened, so Mac Jones, he was in the pocket there. He backed up, got hit, fumble. They both go down. Mac comes up, and he grabs the ankle and kind of twists it. I think and his mind was trying to stop him from getting the ball. I don't think he did it in any malicious way, but you can clearly see that he grabbed his ankle twisted. And people are talking about it was a dirty play, and my quick take on it is that I don't think Mac was doing it in a malicious way. I think he was basically just the way, if you watch the video, the way their bodies kind of like roll up
Tangled
on each
up,
other.
yeah, right.
Like he just grabbed something and happened to be his ankle. They're like, hey, you're not getting that fumble.
But did he make the manipulative twist?
It's you know what?
Did he do the Kurt Angle ankle lock?
No. It's
Okay.
the way what's his name? What was the defender's name of the Panthers?
Brian Burns.
Burns. I think that it was the way Burns kind of got up and moved. It made the twist motion look a lot worse than it was set out to be. My opinion.
Mac doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would do something like that,
Not
by
at
the
all.
way, right off the bat, to be honest with you.
Not at all.
Second thing is, I'm not going to say, excuse me, I'm not going to say it's not a big deal. I don't like guys like trying to injure dudes.
Facts.
Not a fan of that. Never have been a fan of that. I will say that, like, in the past, like in scrums, like fumble piles and stuff, you hear all the time, but guys like grabbing, twisting fingers, grabbing people between the legs,
poking them in the eyes,
poking him in the eye and stuff, which again is like fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that either. But it's also not as egregious as like Ndamukong Suh, like stomping on people's like ankles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
or grabbing a man's groin,
right,
grabbing a chain,
exactly, or something like that. So
who's that? That was Akeem Talib, right?
Yeah,
Michael
Akeem
Crabtree.
Talib's a friggin' loser. Oh, yeah.
Tried snatching Crabtree's chain.
Exactly, yeah. I always thought Akeem Talib was a tool, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Massive tool. I don't think Mac was being malicious. I think it just looked weird.
Did anybody ask? Anybody in chat have something to say about it?
Anybody in chat have any opinion about the Mac Jones ankle twist gate situation with Brian Burns?
Anytime.
This microphone is driving me up a wall right now.
Anytime it comes to the Patriots, you got to add a gate at the end.
Yeah, 100%.
Just gotta.
There we go. I had to tighten it a little bit. He served his purpose.
Okay.
Who's okay?
Served what
Joey
purpose?
DeGotti with an ambiguous take. Much ado about nothing. Okay, so you don't think it's that big of a deal, Joey?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fair.
agree.
Oh, Talib. Oh, Talib. It's
oh.
Talib. I'm sorry. You just said he served his purpose, which could have been taken 1,000 different ways.
We're talking about a bunch of
Got
things
you.
there.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so you don't think this Mac Jones thing is like a big deal?
Neither do I.
Okay, I really only because I don't think Mac Jones comes off as a scumbag.
Right? He really doesn't. I really think it was just the way they both went to the ground and the way Mac got up trying to stop him from, getting the fumble.
Right.
So it just happened to look a lot more malicious than I think he intended it to
I
be.
agree. I absolutely agree.
Okay, so if you're the league,
Okay.
right, is that the same way? Do you feel like he deserves a slap on the wrist?
No.
Maybe something? No, they just let it completely go?
Yeah.
I think the league is going to look at who Mac Jones is, what the person he is, and they're going to look at the play and they're going to go. I think the league might have the same type of take I'm going to have, is that the way they go to him to the ground. I mean, it looks like he was trying to grab his thigh.
Here's the
and
other.
His arm kind of just slips down and ends up getting down to his ankle.
And here's the other thing, is I think if this happens a second time,
100%.
they'll penalize him.
Maybe suspension.
Because he has no history.
Record.
Obviously, he's in his friggin' 9th career game. He doesn't have like a history of being a dirty, scummy player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hot take really quick. We'll get a quick hot take from T Blossom. Kobe isn't a top 10 all time.
Wow.
That's not as hot of a take as you might think that it is. It's not as hot of a take as you might think it is. It really isn't. If you think about like all-time NBA players,
You don't think Kobe's in the top 10?
I don't know. I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that he's outside the top 10. I really don't.
I can't even slightly talk about this because I am a Kobe fan, and I think that is an absolute. It's like me saying, "Yeah, Brady's like not in the top 10." Yeah, Brady's not in the top 10.
Think about, but here's the thing. So you think about Jordan. You think about LeBron.
Okay.
You think about Larry Bird. You think about Magic Johnson. You think about
Kobe's better than Bird.
Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's not better than Larry Bird.
He's ahead of Bird.
I disagree on that.
Okay.
You think about those 5 guys. You think about Tim Duncan. You think about
Kobe above Tim.
they get the same amount of titles.
Kobe has how many championships?
Kobe has 5. I think Tim Duncan has 4 or 5.
He has 5, and he's got all sorts of crazy records and score.
Shaq. You're talking about. It's not like that. I'm just saying it's not. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just saying it's not that crazy of a hot take.
I think it's an absolute absurd take.
You think it's a
absurd take.
Fahrenheit 451 take?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Reference. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I 100% do. What else they got?
You said Bird is better than Kobe. As a team basketball player, yes. I think I would rather have Larry Bird than Kobe Bryant. The mentality's the same.
Psycho.
The mentality is the same, guys. Me personally.
He had no Mamba mentality.
He had the Larry Bird mentality, which was like
Did
just
he have a
as
cool
effective.
nickname for his mentality? No, he did not.
No, they called it the Bird Brain.
They called it the Bird effect.
No, I'm kidding. 100% Bird over Bryant. Joey DeGotti, a little bit biased. You're a Massachusetts fan, but I appreciate it. So am I. So
so am I, and I'm taking Kobe.
Kobe worked way harder for the same result as Larry Bird. The hard work doesn't mean anything to me. You know why? If a guy has the same results as me and he doesn't have to work as hard, and also, who's to say Larry Bird didn't work hard?
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just walk into the 3-point competition and go, who's coming in second, and then shit on everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was pretty badass, though.
Larry Bird also said against the Trailblazers or the Hawks one night, he's like, I'm going to play with just my left hand. He dropped like 35 points. Hakeem is better than Kobe. That's a freezing cold take. Freezing cold take. Freezing cold take.
Freezing.
T-Blossom.
Might as well walk outside in a baby
Absolutely frigid take. Okay?
Anybody else got a hot take?
Guys, keep dropping the hot takes. Keep dropping the hot takes. We'll go get the shares and likes in on the stream. Let's go. Let's get this audience up a little bit.
Chat, you put in a take, we'll react to it.
We'll put in a take, and we're right now. It's Hot Take Monday. We'll call it right now.
Hot Take Monday.
Hot Take Monday. Let's go. Drop a hot
anything.
take and be about anything.
You want to say Tony Hawk's not the best skateboarder? We'll try to debate.
We'll try and debate you on it. Absolutely.
I only know one other skateboarder.
Hot take: Patriots versus Tampa in the Super Bowl.
And you're on drugs.
Kind of a hot take.
Extremely hot.
I don't know about scalding hot.
I mean, it's like
I don't know about scalding hot.
He's shooting fish in a barrel. And
that's a little bit hot. That's a little bit. That's a boiling take.
Boiling. Yeah.
That's a boiling take.
That's 451 degrees.
Eras of the past are embarrassing, minus the superstars. Today's players have it 100 times harder. Completely disagree.
I would say, yeah, the players nowadays have it easier. They have all sorts of new equipment and drugs and
training methods and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Instead of sitting in a
guys in the 60s and 70s used to like smoke cigs in the locker room between games
and shoot shots of like Patron.
Yeah, and drink like legit like Fanta and like beer like and crush like Bud Lights.
Hold on, real quick. So did you know? I heard this on the what podcast is it? The No Jumper or something? No, not No Jumper. Full Send podcast.
Sure.
They had Chad Ochocinco on just recently. You know, he took a Viagra before every single game.
That's got to be uncomfortable. How are you playing rock hard all game?
Do you know why he said his reason on why he did that? He said because we're men and our testosterone, you want the blood flowing down there to get you pumped up.
Sure.
And also another thing, fun fact about Ochocinco, if you don't know, he's never in his entire life had a sip of alcohol or a beer and never smoked weed.
Really?
Never.
That's badass.
He took Viagra before games, and he's a cigar smoker. That is what I learned out of that podcast about Chad Ochocinco.
That's a big sheesh.
Right? Viagra before a game?
That's wild. Odd. That's weird. I cannot picture playing any sport fully erect.
I don't think... I think if you're doing something that strenuous, it's just a blood flow medication at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So if you're doing something that strenuous, it would take the blood away from there. So it would be using it. So I don't think you would.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You might be right. I think most people are popping a Viagra and like laying in a bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
There's
nobody who's like, yeah, let's get this
honey,
treadmill going. Yeah, exactly. Can't wait for our one night of the week.
I just want to let you know.
Back to the chat. Yes, Scott Skiles, best college point guard ever. That is a freezing cold take.
Yep.
That's a cold take, Wubba. Appreciate the take, though. Chamberlain's donk was going to fall off from all those women, and he still scored 100 points. Yeah. God bless Wilt.
He used dong?
Yeah. Dude, the guy's like 7 feet tall. Yeah, the guy had to have an absolute rope.
Probably did.
Yeah, 100% Wrench City. God bless his life.
Wrench City.
God bless his life. Drop another take. Let's go, chat.
Let's go. Give us some takes, chat. Well, we just went from like 17 to 5. Is that right?
Welcome to TikTok Live. It happens.
Did that just happen?
It happens. Nothing you can do. It's annoying as shit.
5 or 9?
It's a 9. It's fucking annoying as shit, but it happens.
Right? I just saw it say 17.
Yeah, it was up there a minute ago. Yeah,
like less than a minute ago.
It's just annoying until we build this up big enough.
So everybody was just at the same time, like without coordinating, just said, "Oh, let's leave at the same time."
People come and go for different reasons. You got to remember, like people are using their phones, so they get a phone call, they go do something else, or they just listen for what they wanted to.
That's true.
So, what else? Waiting for another take to come through. What else was I gonna say? Can we get like a perspective pick 'em on next week? Can you pull up the games next week, Tony?
You want to do that already?
Yeah, just talk about it. We don't have to make the actual pick. Make a way too early pick for next week. You never know. Some guy could
Hey, it's your show.
some guy's leg could fall off midweek. Who the
your
hell knows? Odell will be an average receiver today. Nobody really cares about it if it weren't for the catch. That's 100% facts.
That's all anybody thinks
That
about.
is 100% facts.
I
That is not a hot take. That is a correct take. Hetty.
Odell went down after they took their boy band photo on that yacht down in Florida.
Yep, because that showed you where Odell's priorities were.
But it wasn't just him. It was the whole. It was like Sherlin Shepard. It was
it was Darius Slayton.
Who
else was on that team?
Ingram.
Evan Ingram, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to think who else their receivers were. There might have been the other Steve Smith.
Oh,
trying to remember who else.
The other Steve
The
Smith.
fake Steve Smith.
The fake Steve Smith. I think you might be right.
I'm trying to remember who else was even on that thing.
Amani Tuma. That's not a Tuma.
No, that's...
I know.
OBJ's his own worst enemy. Correct.
He's
correct.
He's too full of himself.
Yeah.
I like Odell just because I just have a thing.
And he gets
for
like hyped up from his celebrity buddies and stuff. It's like, who gives a shit?
You know why I really like Odell? Because he's really good at dancing. And that shouldn't be a reason why I like an NFL player.
Absolutely. Wasn't Trey Songz on that yacht too? He might have been.
You know what? I think
he might have been.
I don't know if he was in that photo because I know that photo was just all Giants players.
Right.
But I think it was either that. You know what? I think it was actually Justin Bieber's yacht.
Sheesh.
Yacht.
That's a big sheesh.
I do. Like for some reason that's jumping at me. That was Bieber's yacht.
Tony, do you have NFL Week 10 matchups here?
Yeah.
Let's go down the line.
There's a few good games here.
All right, rapid fire.
So the
gut reaction. Go.
The first one here is Ravens and Dolphins.
Ravens.
Okay. Then we
Tony, you make a pick too?
Ravens.
I'm going to do official takes on Friday, but
100%.
I'm doing gut
reaction. Early reactions Monday.
Early gut reaction to next week.
Final predictions come Friday.
Okay. Then we have Saints and Titans.
Saints.
Tennessee.
I'm going Titans as well.
Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee.
I'm biased.
Then we have the Bills and the Jets.
Bills.
Bills.
Easy.
Okay. And then we have Lions and Steelers.
Steelers.
We have the Colts and the Jaguars. Colts.
Jaguars.
Interesting.
They're going to come. I got the Jaguars.
I can't bet against the Colts. I can't bank against the Colts 2 weeks in a row. I picked the Jets in the Thursday night upset, trying to buy the Mike White hype, and that blew up in my face.
Mike White, the whitest name in the game.
Correct.
And then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the Washington football team.
Sheesh.
Give me the
Bucks.
Where you going on that one?
Bucks.
Okay, Bucks. Me too.
We both said it like the exact same time in the same tone of voice.
Okay, I'm gonna save that one for last because. Okay, so we got the Falcons and the Cowboys.
Ooh.
Falcons visiting the Cowboys, by the way.
Dallas. I'm going with Dallas.
I want to, but I'm going to go with the Falcons.
That's a bold pick.
Bold
pick.
Yeah, I'm going back with the Cowboys here. We have the Carolina Panthers visiting the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's my
Cards as well.
I don't. The thing sucks about this week so far coming up. It's like no, there's not like one like pick 'em game.
Yeah.
Everything's like some shit team against some like really good team, and it's just like, okay, cool.
That's the way it sounds so far.
Continue.
Well, we got Minnesota visiting the Chargers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I'm sticking with LA though.
Yeah, I'm going with the San Diego Chargers.
You know what? I'm just going to go with the Vikings there, just to.
Well, there you go.
Just to give them a little something.
Okay.
Maybe a little boost. We got the Seahawks on the road against the Packers.
Ooh.
I'm going with the Pack.
Is Rodgers back?
He will not be.
I'm going with.
Wait, why?
Because he has to be out for 2 weeks, correct?
Oh yeah, because technically he wouldn't be back till Friday or Saturday.
He has to go through COVID protocol.
Give me Seattle.
I'm gonna pick Green Bay.
Give me Seattle.
I'm sticking with Green Bay.
I'll take Seattle, even though it hurts me because I don't like them. We have the Eagles visiting the Broncos at Mile High.
Eagles visiting. I'm going with Denver. I think Denver stays hot. Bronco up.
Yep, I'm going Denver.
I'm going to go with Denver only because of the air quality.
Yep, they do good at Mile High.
Yep.
Chiefs and Raiders. Chiefs visiting the Raiders.
Ooh.
Raiders. They beat the Chiefs twice last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Raiders. 100%. I want nothing to do with the Chiefs. Nothing.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I feel like they bounce back. They go on a two-game win streak here. I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Raiders just because I like them and I don't like the Chiefs.
Fair enough.
Fair.
We got the LA Rams on the road. Well, not really. Visiting the San Francisco 49ers.
I am picking the Rams.
Yeah, give me St. Louis. Rams.
St. Louis.
St. Louis Rams.
He just says it on. It's like a thing. He
Gotcha.
says the San Diego Chargers too.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams
the
there
shtick.
as well.
Rams.
And, last but certainly not least, because we are in Mass, we
Patriots.
have the Browns coming to Foxborough.
Patriots.
With
I'm
Baker
sticking with the
Mayfield.
Pats.
Yep, as am I.
I am.
Riding the hot
Even
streak.
after that,
Yep.
that Bengals game.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to
Yep.
tell you right now, I'm probably taking the Patriots every single week.
I mean, I'm taking the Pats too. I just,
I think they win
I-
out. I think
I-
they win out. They go to the Super Bowl. They win by 100.
you think they went out?
They win out. They go to the Super Bowl, win by 100.
I mean, they definitely don't win.
Well,
it.
there's a hot take.
That's a
biggest-
scalding hot take.
Biggest blowout in Super Bowl
That's a
history.
scalding hot take.
They win 120 to 20.
Yeah, I think. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna go.
What's chat saying? We got a lot of chats coming in.
The viewership's higher. I love the Browns, but they're inconsistent. And Browns are inconsistent. One, they're inconsistent. Two, they are kind of a one-dimensional team.
I think
They're not a threat throwing the ball, really.
the Browns are going to look at the Patriots as if we're the Patriots of old, and they're going to be like, oh, my God, I'm so nervous to go play Belichick at Gillette, and they're going to crumple them.
I just think Bill's going to be ready for one Baker Mayfield, and I think he's going to have a game plan. I think Chubb will still eat.
Of course
Chubb
they
will have a good game,
We can't stop the run.
but at the same time, I think the Pats win by a touchdown. I could see it 27-20 Pats.
Not sold on Mayfield, huh?
Ability to win a big game. I agree.
Well, he
I agree. I think Bill
did just
game
win a
plans.
big game. I mean, the Bengals the Bengals this year, just the Bengals this year have been they've been a good team.
They have.
So I mean, it's not a huge game like beating the Pats.
They got to put their foot down and straighten their shit out, though.
You know
you
the-
drop a game to the Jets, and then you get shit pumped by Cleveland.
You know the Pats undefeated on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Wow. That
Undefeated
actually
on
is
the road.
really. Wow.
And, one win
And
at
very uncharacteristic.
home. Very.
Yeah.
And only one win at home.
Absolutely. If you could make one trade happen today, what would it be? You got to give me a sport.
Yeah, I know that.
Sport. You got to give me a sport.
I would trade for Tom Brady.
He's got to be talking about
back
football.
to the Patriots.
Yeah, let's go. Brandon, let's go. What's the
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
It's Mark's show.
It's a kid's show. All right,
kid's show.
NFL.
I would trade a first-round pick for Tom Brady. I want him back. I miss my boy.
If I could make one trade, I would go grab. I would have sent a 6th round pick to the Bears for Allen Robinson.
Not a fifth?
No, I think he's worth about a 4th or maybe a 5th, 6th round pick right now. I would send that to the Bears for Allen Robinson.
Okay, if we're going to actually talk serious, for the Patriots, I would have traded for...
That's the wide receiver I think is the one you can pick off a shitty team.
I would have tried to... You know what I think would have been nice for us? Just late-round pick, Kenny Stills.
No.
Yep, that's what I'm going with.
Kenny Stills is the trade you would make if you could.
Well, I mean, if I told you the trade, my fantasy trade, my fantasy in my head trade, I would trade a first-round pick right now for Tom Brady to the
Okay,
Bucs.
that's the fantasy trade.
That's obviously blah, blah, blah.
Okay, then the real GM.
Like a seventh-round pick for Kenny Stills. Get another receiver in here.
I don't think. I think Kenny
Stills
Stills is
not
such
a lot not a lot of money. He's like just another body. And just need another receiver.
yeah, but I think he's the same type of archetype as the receivers we have right now. Just
Yeah,
like
he's
an
like a-
ordinary,
he's a
regular.
yeah.
Yeah, but does he upgrade?
I'm not looking to upgrade. I'm just looking to add another.
I've also never liked how boom or bust that. He's literally just a burner, and if he doesn't
or
catch
like
a
a Will.
60
I
yard.
wouldn't mind like a Will Fuller.
Okay, Will Fuller's a much better player though than Kenny Stills. That makes sense.
That's what Will Fuller the fifth is what.
There
I meant.
you go. That makes sense.
In my head, I meant Will Fuller, but I said Kenny Stills.
I got you. Okay,
Will
Fuller,
Fuller,
I'm
the
way
fifth.
more on board with. 100%.
That's what I meant.
He's made of glass, but I'm on board with it. I'm
Yes.
100%. I think he's a much better player. Much better receiver than Kenny Stills. Think so 100%.
Anything in chat on there?
Chat, give us something else. Let's go. We got to get through another
10 minutes.
10 or so, 15 minutes go. What happens in Green Bay next year, Rodgers or Adams? It depends on how they finish.
No, Rodgers,
depends on how they
Rodgers is
finish.
Gone no matter what.
I don't think he's gone no matter what. I think if they make the Super Bowl, he comes back.
Not a chance. The stunt he pulled this year, he's gone. He's
And
gone.
imagine if they lose Devontae Adams and him.
It's likely.
Oh, God.
It's really likely.
And you almost can guarantee Devontae Adams is going where Rodgers is.
if it fits,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Right.
gonna be like Gronk following Brady.
Right. I don't think he's done with Green Bay.
I do. I mean, how do you know? I mean, he just...
Love looked really bad. I don't know if the Pack is going to want to let him go.
Yeah.
That exactly. If Love came out yesterday and shat and threw 3 touchdowns for 300 yards, I'd be like, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it in the first segment. Love not great, but not bad. I don't think he did anything to help or hurt himself.
I agree. His stock didn't go up. His
stock didn't go up. Stock didn't go down.
Stock stayed exactly
100%. So that's how I look at that. 100%.
I would still buy a Jordan Love rookie card for $200 right now if it was like,
Would you really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't personally, but like,
right.
I know people in the card game stood well.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. You know what I mean? I agree 1,000%. So, guys, what else? We get 7 minutes left till 12:30 and we wrap. What else do we have, guys? Just keep the.
We wrap at the end. Oh my God, you didn't tell me this. I didn't have anything written.
We wrap at the end. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll wrap.
Love hasn't had any play time. What can you realistically expect from the kid? Yeah, but he's had a year to get ready. He's not a rookie. You know what I'm saying? He's had a year to like get ready. He's familiar with the play calling system. Like he knows the playbook, like forwards and backwards. Like
sideways and
Do
they know it's sideways?
Yeah, that too.
Okay, good.
And it's like he's not like completely new here. Like he's been in the system for a year and a half now. That's plenty of time to learn the shit.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a pro.
I agree.
And he's got decent arm talent. You know what I mean?
Dude does have a rocket.
He's got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the raw ability. It's just going to be a matter of if they can, who Green Bay's got, QB coaching him up and what they plan to do with him.
Well, they've done pretty well. Went from Packers to Rodgers and then Rodgers hopefully to Love.
And I think that I think that Jordan Love holds the same type of like archetype that Aaron Rodgers does, which is good. He's a decently mobile guy with a big arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He does have a big arm.
So he's a decently mobile guy with a big arm, which I think bodes well for Green Bay. NBA championship picks.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I am going to go
We just taking a straight winner?
Yeah, like who?
We're going to test the vacuum cleaner theory. We're going to see if you guys can hear her vacuuming. If it's ruining your situation, just...
Well, we're finishing up in about 4 to 5
minutes.
We'll
be ready in 4 to 5 minutes. We're done. Finishing up last segment.
So, NBA championship.
I don't think the Lakers make it. I think they're too old. The NBA championship, I think this year, dude, you know what's awesome? Is that like the Bulls, the Knicks, and somebody else are like good.
Good. Which is so good for the league.
It is so good for the league.
So good.
So good for the league.
Those types of teams, those
the
big
Nets,
market teams.
Yeah, the Nets suck. James Harden sucks. I love it. That's awesome. I hate that team.
Hate them.
I even kind of hate the Celtics.
Right now, they're
just because I don't like their character makeup.
They're bothering me.
Yeah, they're aggravating as shit. I'm trying to think of who else.
I don't know. I don't hate I don't hate Phoenix.
I don't either. I like the Bucks again. I like the Bucks again to get back. I like the Bucks to get back there. Yeah, absolutely. I still think they're the best team in the league. I like the Bucks, and I like the. I think the West is kind of open here a little bit. I don't want to say the Clippers. I don't think so. I don't think the Clip Show's got it. So Jazz and the Bucks. Yeah, that could absolutely end up being a real. Absolutely.
Well, the Bucks are 4-6 right now.
Really?
Yeah, that's their record.
Is somebody hurt?
No, they're just not playing good
basketball. That's big sheesh energy.
They're 0-3 at home.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's no chance the 76ers make the finals. No. Literally none.
All right.
Warriors look good.
I'm gonna go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go with the. Oh, I can't do that. Damn it! I wanted to say the Bulls versus Charlotte.
I would love to see the Bulls.
Ball on ball.
I would love to see the Bulls make a run though.
Yeah, they got a good
squad. I would love to see the Bulls make a run.
They made nice.
Absolutely. I think the rule changes for the NBA have helped the game so much too.
With the foul calling?
Yeah. Oh my God. Look at a guy like James Harden. Did
you see what Draymond Green said about that?
What did he say?
He said in a press conference after he's like it's nice finally to be able to watch a basketball game without it stopping every 45 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. And now James Harden can't just make the All-Star team on free throws anymore, which is also awesome.
He can't average 27 points off free throws.
What MLB will make a big splash in the free agent market? I think you're going to see the Tigers, the Detroit Tigers. I think they're finally going to spend a little bit of money, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta, off their win here, they go out and get another big name to put next to Soto.
I don't think they don't have Soto.
I mean, not Soto.
Acuna?
Acuna, thank you. Sorry.
I think they're tied up because I don't think they're going to be able to re-sign Freddie Freeman.
That's true.
They're tied up. They're kind of at that.
Hey, to me, in all sports, the cap is crap. If you want to make it work, you can make it work. You can restructure deals. You can move money around. If you want to do it, you can do it.
Yep. When Clay and James Wiseman come back, the Warriors are going to be a problem. That's facts.
Yeah.
I like the Warriors. I like them so much better without Kevin Durant,
I feel like Clay's been hurt for like 5 years.
I know he's been hurt for 2 years, and it feels like he's been hurt for like 10. That's crazy.
I forget sometimes he's even in the league. Like, I really do. Like,
yeah.
What is his actual injury?
Feels like he retired almost.
Do you know what I don't even know what.
He tore his Achilles the first year.
Okay.
And then I think he re-aggravated it again or something with his knee. Like
really?
The other knee or something.
So
yeah.
the major one was the Achilles.
Yeah, the major one was the Achilles. That's a season ender right there.
Of course it is. But why was he out like a second? Like he's out a full 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but
or like
it
he
was
came back
there.
and played for 4 games or 5 games or
right.
something ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, I forget what it was. Oh, he tore his ACL the next time. Right.
Oh my God.
So he's had like absolutely no. Yeah, he's had no fucking luck. It's crazy.
Achilles and then ACL.
But he's still fairly young, Clay. I don't even think he's 30 yet.
No.
So he's doing fine.
He's got to be in his mid-20s.
No, not mid-20s. No.
I don't think he's like 26, 27?
No, I bet you Clay Thompson's like 28, 20. I think he's my age, actually.
Tony, you want to check
Look that, Tony, you want to check that?
Clay Thompson.
Yeah, how old is he? I'm gonna say he's 26.
No, he's older than that.
I'm just what I'm going with.
Because Steph Curry's older than me, which I didn't realize. Steph Curry's like kind of old.
Clay Thompson is 31 years old.
Oh, wow, we were way
Told
off.
you. Steph's like 33.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People don't realize that about Steph Curry, dude. Steph Curry's like older than me. He's like he's pretty...
Wow, I was so off on that.
Can you guys hear the vacuum?
Oh, can we test something real quick?
Sure.
Can we just in 3, 2, 1 not say anything to see if we get any?
All right, 3, 2, 1. I can't hear it.
Yeah, it doesn't pick up anything in here.
Nothing.
Cool.
No, but
Thank you.
the TikTok chat can hear it.
They can hear the vacuum?
Yep.
TikTok, really?
Yep.
Do it again.
But anyways, it's 12:30 anyways. Vacuum lady came in and put the hurting on, which is fine.
Sorry, we're ending at 12:30 anyways.
Yeah, we're ending at 12:30 anyways. It's 12:30 now. Guys, thank you for being here. We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Thank you for having me
Appreciate
today.
the show. Solid little viewership in both segments. We'll be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow at what time?
11.
11 o'clock. So
See you guys here at 11.
11 o'clock tomorrow morning. We will be back here with some scolding takes, some cold takes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some wild things that we just think
And
about
guys,
as we
don't
go.
forget about tonight's repack event from Monday Night Football.
Yes. Bert
Don't
is
forget
hosting
about
it.
tonight. Bert is hosting it. Don't forget about tonight's repack event from Monday Night Football.
We'll be live where, Mark?
We will be live on TikTok. We will be live on Twitch, and we will be live on Instagram,
And possibly on YouTube.
and possibly on YouTube.
Not sure about that yet. We're
Not sure
looking
about
at
that yet.
But regardless, 3 out of 4 platforms. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok and Twitch and Twitter and Facebook.
Everything.
And,
Spotify.
and a social media that isn't even out yet. We'll probably be on that one too.
100%.
At some time in the future.
The content's going to keep flowing, guys. Keeps flowing tonight. We'll see you, all right?
Thank you very much.
Take
Later,
it easy,
guys.
everybody. Have a good one.
Later, guys. Thank you.
Good show.